Yes, what's on your mind? Oh, you want to argue some more, is that it? What does it matter that much? Why can't you just leave it be? I just don't trust easily, and for good reasons, which are my own. Oh, damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malik were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in their fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think, least of all me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith, and we were all but helpless before them. I mean, think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust? It's not that, that's not what I mean. There were others, good, solid, trusted men who joined them. Malik and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done, but the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy. I know, and I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... Oh, never mind. Let's just continue with what we were doing. I'd rather not talk about
it. How can I help? I would like to know what happened after you crashed on Taris. I'm curious as to what you and Karth were doing before we all joined forces. I managed to free myself, as I recall. In fact, if I hadn't been there, Brejik and his thugs might have killed you in that fight. It's probably more accurate to say that I rescued you. I'll admit that I probably wouldn't have been able to free myself if not for the brawl after the swoop race. I guess I should thank you for that, at least. Actually, your presence at the swoop track is what I'm curious about. It couldn't have been an easy task to find me there, yet somehow you managed. You also avoided detection by the Sith, discovered I was a Vulca prisoner, gained sponsorship for the race, and became the Taris swoop champion. That's quite a resume. Yes, well, I hardly consider myself a damsel in distress. I'm a member of the Jedi Order, after all. But I won't deny you've impressed me with what you've done. When you were chosen to join this mission, I doubt any of us expected this much from you. The Jedi could have done such things, of course, but only by drawing heavily upon the Force. The Force is in all of us, though for most people it's barely a measurable whisper. But there are some individuals outside the Jedi Order that we consider Force-sensitive. It's obvious to me that the Force has been working through you. There is no other explanation for your great success, though I'm not certain what to make of this discovery. Perhaps if you weren't... well, if you were younger, the Jedi might take you for training. But as it is... I'm sorry, I've overstepped my authority. I'm speaking of things that are best left to the Jedi Council. For now, let's just accept the fact that you're gifted. Hopefully, between your abilities, my Jedi training, and the skills of our companions, we can find a way off this planet.
Hey there, what can I do for you? Really? You want to know about me? Nobody's ever really been interested in me before. What do you want to know? Big Z's my family, you know? My parents, well, I guess they're dead. It was just me on my own until the day I saw Zalbar in the lower city. I could tell right away he was in trouble. This was before the gang wars were out of hand. But even then, the Vulcars were scum. A few of them were hassling Big Z, trying to pick a fight, but he wasn't looking for trouble. Hey, nobody said the Vulcars were smart, but there were 3 of them, so maybe they figured they could handle him. I don't know. Anyway, I don't like the Vulcars at the best of times. And when I saw them picking on this poor Wookiee, all alone on a strange planet, overwhelmed by the big city, I just lost it. I screamed out, "Leave him alone, you core slimes!" and charged right at them. Well, one of them saw me coming and slapped me so hard he just about knocked me cold. Hey, I don't need a lecture from you. You ain't my mother. I knew what I was doing. Those Vulcars didn't scare me. They're nothing but cowards. I knew how to deal with them. Of course, I never got the chance. I guess Zalbar didn't like seeing me get smacked around. He let out this howl and yanked that Volker a meter up off the ground and held him there by his throat. The other two screamed and ran off. Can't say I blame them. The first time you see an angry Wookiee up close, it isn't a pretty sight. I thought Zalbar was gonna rip that punk's arms off and beat him to death with his own fists. The Volker was so scared, he fainted. Or maybe it was Big Z's breath just knocked him out. I keep telling Zalbar to brush those choppers of his, but he never listens. Just stay upwind when he's speaking and you'll be fine. Anyway, I knew those Volkers would be back with friends, so I grabbed Zalbar and we took off. Ever since then, we've been a team. We look out for each other, you know? He was fleeing some kind of trouble back on Kashyyyk. That's all I know, really. Big Z doesn't like to talk about it. In case you didn't notice, he's the strong, silent type. Doesn't much matter to me, though. I accept him for what he is, not what he was. Me and Zalbar like to live in the present. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You think I can't take care of myself? I've got street smarts. I know how to get by on my own. In fact, I look out for Zalbar more than he looks out for me, you know? Big Z's a little bit too gullible to make it alone on the mean streets of the lower city. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Like I used to tell my brother, fast talk and slick words don't get the job done. My brother's a touchy subject, you know. It just so happens I don't really feel like talking about him right now. Nothing personal. Let's just get back to the business at hand, okay?
Kin kun no ba muli ra chin kun. Tong hai tun kun ching. Ni bobo mata ni punaje. Torpi kiknyunyan. Rundi haudonga kuhungabi. Wana kunbes. Chink palamul tong king ba na kongek. Tung ting tachun kun nek muli rabest. Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu ay thaudonga. Tulpada bonk molya gando da nago chuchut. Moga shampumpa bolawan na chikni. Bamul slik mo poda na wanga kun bist muli rabest. Tong ay tuam jiji yumalith pa ang yinkotu. Tolba da bunk walyagando de nago chuchut, kachi chu ay thaudonga. Yumalith ka inkotun, chilo mulra de ne bobo. Unka kun biskang, bamulara. Shagji kin lor chawa tauma? Kava volpa mulji gumana. Kin kun shachi king, ni king kun oba mulira jikun? Wama kunbes, chin palamuji. Tunira nu prata dunko, sercha domandoma?
Yes?
Ready?
Yes?
What can I do?
Yes?
Hey, look at this! A real live celebrity right here in my shop. Winning that swoop bike race has made you into something of a local hero. If times weren't so tough, I'd give you a discount, seeing as how you're a big celebrity and all. But with the Sith occupation, I can barely afford to keep the doors open. Because of the Sith quarantine, I haven't been able to stock any new inventory, but I've still got some nice items you might be interested in.
I saw you in the swoop race. Very impressive. You seem like you know how to get results. That's just the kind of person I'm looking for. My name's Canderous Ordo. I work for Davik Kang in the Exchange. The hours aren't great, but they promised me a fortune to work for them, and I have nothing better to do. Mandalorian mercs like me are in high demand. But lately, Davik hasn't been paying me what he promised. I don't like getting cheated. So I figure it's time for me to break the Sith quarantine and get off this backwater planet. I've got a plan to escape Taris, but I can't do it alone. I need someone I know can get the job done to help me. That's where you come in.
Careful. Mercs like this haven't a lick of conscience. They'll betray you in a heartbeat. This could be a trap.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to your friend, aren't I? I saw you win that swoop race and started thinking, anyone crazy enough to race like that is probably crazy enough to break into the Sith military base. I need someone to steal the Sith launch codes from the base. Without those codes, any ship leaving the atmosphere will be disintegrated by the Sith fleet's automated defense guns. Here's the deal. You bring me those launch codes, and I can provide the vehicle to get us off the planet. Davik's flagship, the Ebon Hawk. Getting in won't be easy. The Sith base is protected by an encrypted security system. It would take a top-of-the-line astromech droid to slice through it. Lucky for you, I know just the place to get a droid like that. Davik was having one custom built by Janice Nall. Just tell her Canderous sent you, and she'll sell you the droid. Then you can use it to get the launch codes from the Sith base. Davik paid for the droid, but I'm the guy he put in charge of the mission. He won't care how I come up with those codes. Normally I'd do this myself, but everyone knows who I work for. If I broke into the Sith base, they'd send an army down on Davik's estate to get those codes back. That's why I need you.
I don't sense any deception from him, which is surprising. This may be exactly what we need.
I'm going to wait in Javier's cantina. You come and find me when you've got those launch codes, and I'll make sure we both get off this rock.
You beat me fair and square, stranger. But if I still had the use of my fingers, you wouldn't have won. Back before my injury, I would have mopped the ring up with you.
Chachiska don puta, kasabubaka, mocha donga, ya fulki, tuchang yon turung chiwita, ola una chinek, ba mulera kun bisking, ako chikopa. Chino mulera king pajak, slimo puituana. Chioka con molera, quien conjo peshak, no va moleraji. Cherion torang chi, aitatia. Pula una chinek, va molera slimo anga kubisking.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. He's a legend in the sport, a 20-year veteran who still knows how to show the young kids a trick or two. Let's have a big hand for Mo! But there's always some young gun coming up to knock the veterans off. And we've got one of the best right here. I give you a mysterious stranger.
That hurt, I bet.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. He's a legend in the sport, a 20-year veteran who still knows how to show the young kids a trick or two. Let's have a big hand for Mo! But there's always some young gun coming up to knock the veterans off. And we've got one of the best right here. I give you a mysterious stranger.
That hurt, I bet. That hurt, I bet.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. He's a legend in the sport, a 20-year veteran who still knows how to show the young kids a... But there's always some young...
Rubber sticks on this? That hurt, I bet. That hurt, I bet. That hurt, I bet.
It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! Marl is down, and questions abound! Is this long-time bet. Is it time for Mal to hang up his spurs? And what of the mysterious stranger? Twitch is waiting in the wings. Do you dare take a shot at the champion himself? Will the wild-eye wonder finally be unseated?
Chachiskaton puta, kasabubaka, mochaodonga, ya fulki, Chioka kolmolera, quien conjo peshak, nova moleraji, Cherion toranchi, aitatia, Pula una chinek, bamulera slimoranga kubisking. Chachiskaton puta, kasabubaka, mochaodonga, ya fulki, tarish manarish, tonjonea hakono, nulera yonunaze, teaching wibidwana itawish muline bomone, ubana tula boda, yamijusa. Ayo honopis, tuulaji yokaku, ako chikopa. Chino molera king pajak, slima poituana. Chioka kol molera, king konjo peshak, nova moleraji. Cherion toranchi, aitatia. Pula una chinek, bamulera slimoanga kubiskin.
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. Hold on to your seats and stay back from the edges of the ring. He's wild, he's unpredictable, he's borderline psychotic. And he's the best damn duelist in the game today. Give it up for Twitch. But Twitch's opponent plans to take the champion down. Night after night, battle after battle, we've watched this young phenom rise through the ranks. In this corner, the challenger for the title of Tara's dueling champion, the mysterious stranger. Twitch's reign of terror is over, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new champion, the mysterious stranger.
Paris manarish, donjonea hakonong. Nulera yonunaze, teaching wibidwana itawish muline bomone, ubana tula boda, yamijusa. Ayo honopis, tuulaji yokaku, tonga buksha umenong. Kava volpa mulsli, kumanabak mulira. Junion tunjichi, aifadwana. Kava volpa mulsli, kumana. Ograkinun chubagratok bendek starkiller, wikili jomi. Wichibola no, zak mulira kin bendek.